Light is Britain's far-right conspiracy theory paper spreading hate and vicious lies. No, that's what the BBC say. The Light is the only national newspaper bringing you the real news and informed opinion on what's really going on today. You can subscribe, order copies, submit articles, and read back issues on our website, thelightpaper.co.uk, and see for yourself why the establishment are so worried about the uncensored truth getting out to people every month. The Light Paper. Not far right, just right so far. thelightpaper.co.uk.
Scene script. Have you ever pondered the idea of financial independence and early retirement? The notion of not having to clock in at 9 or wrestle with the daily grind? Imagine a life where you're not shackled by financial obligations or a demanding job. It's not an impossible dream, but a reality for those who embrace the FIRE movement. That's financial independence, retire early. Consider the tale of Jane, a woman in her early 30s. Jane was an ordinary person living an ordinary life. She had a 9-to-5 job, a mortgage, car payments, and a lifestyle that was comfortable but hardly extravagant. And like most people, she dreamed of a life where she didn't have to worry about money. Jane decided to make a change. She began by cutting back on non-essential expenses, saving as much of her income as possible. She invested wisely, focusing on assets that generated passive income that didn't require her to trade time for money. Slowly but surely, Jane began to build her financial independence. She was still working, but she was no longer living paycheck to paycheck. She had a safety net, a cushion that gave her the freedom to make choices based on what she wanted, not what she needed. Fast forward 10 years, Jane, now in her early 40s, had achieved her goal. She was financially independent. She had enough passive income to cover her living expenses, and she no longer needed to work to survive. She was free to retire early, to spend her time as she pleased. Jane's story may seem extraordinary, but it's not unique. It's the story of anyone who has embraced the principles of the FIRE movement. It's a tale of discipline, of sacrifice, and of a relentless pursuit of financial independence. To summarize, the key points discussed today revolve around the idea of financial independence and early retirement. It requires discipline and sacrifice, cutting back on non-essential expenses and saving as much as possible. It involves investing wisely, focusing on assets that generate passive income. But most importantly, it requires a change in mindset. It's about seeing money not as a means to buy things, but as a tool to buy freedom. It's about understanding the true value of time and the freedom that comes with not having to trade it for money. This is the essence of the FIRE movement. It's not just about retiring early, it's about achieving financial independence, about gaining the freedom to live life on your own terms. Like Jane, you too can embrace the principles of the FIRE movement and embark on a journey towards financial independence and early retirement. After all, the only thing standing between you and your financial freedom is you.
Ever wondered how much you'd need to save to achieve financial independence? The answer lies within the mathematics of a concept known as FIRE, which stands for Financial Independence, Retire Early. The most essential number in your journey to financial independence is calculated by multiplying your annual spend by 25. Notice the emphasis on annual spend, not annual income. This calculation is based on the principle that you need £300 invested for every pound you wish to spend each month in passive income. Hence, your FIRE number is also your monthly spend times 300. This mathematical principle is founded on the 4% safe withdrawal rate, as defined by financial advisor William Bengen. He proposed this rate after analyzing the S&P 500, which typically produces an average of better than 10% growth per year when studied over a period of approximately 30 years. Bengen considered factors such as inflation and market volatility. After studying previous market activity, he concluded that a 4% rate of withdrawal per year would provide for a 30-year sustainable portfolio in the vast majority of cases. So to paint a clearer picture, if your monthly spend is £1,000, then your target for financial independence is 300 times 1,000, or £300,000. Alternatively, if your annual spend is £12,000, your financial independence target is 25 times 12,000, which also equates to £300,000. The first step in planning your financial independence, therefore, lies in understanding your monthly and yearly expenditure. Without this knowledge, it is impossible to take further strides towards your financial freedom. In summary, the mathematics of FIRE revolves around the principle of multiplying your annual spend by 25 or your monthly spend by 300 based on the 4% safe withdrawal rate. Knowing your monthly and annual spend is crucial in determining the amount you need to save to achieve financial independence. Armed with this knowledge, you can then plan your journey towards financial freedom. Remember, the journey to financial independence is not a sprint, but a marathon. Embrace the mathematics of FIRE and take the first step towards your financial independence today.
Good morning, guys. It is 7:59 on Monday, the 5th of January 2026, the first broadcast of this year. And just a quick look before markets open. The closing price at the previous trading day, 96.13 and a half. Reason I say that, I can't remember exactly what the last trading day was, but it was down almost 1%. I believe that we can probably expect to see some volatility in the market today, given that the Venezuelan acting president, I think he was essentially, well, depending on your point of view, captured/kidnapped during the weekend, I think it was. And we'll see what effect that has, if any, on markets whenever the market opens. All quite exciting, I suppose, and well, what can you say? One of those things. As I say, the clock has just passed 8 a.m. We have currently completed 3 years and 40 weeks of what will be roughly an 8-year FIRE journey, or FIRE experiment if you prefer. As things stand, the portfolio value is sitting at 30,900. The return on investment at 32%. I think that's just moved, actually. We've got 318 shares in the market. In the portfolio, I should say, and the average purchase price is sitting at 73.40. Okay, so markets have just reopened, and the initial indication is that it is up just shy of 1%, which actually only replaces the loss at the end of the last day's trading. So it doesn't appear as if there's any significant change, or at least not yet. Before we have a look at the notifications, I just want to draw your attention to Monzo.
I want a bank that makes money easy.
That sounds perfectly reasonable.
And you are?
We're a bank called Monzo.
Oh.
I want a bank that shows me what I spend instantly.
No problem, just give us a go. See?
Can you make splitting bills easy?
Super easy, check this out.
But it's a real faff to sign up.
It takes less than 10 minutes.
Race you.
You're on.
Can I talk to a real person 24/7?
Of course.
Even now?
Yep.
Even now?
Anytime.
Can you tell me when I'm running a little low on cash?
We certainly can.
Cool. Can I afford these?
You certainly can't, sorry. Can't afford that either.
That's a real shame.
Not really. Time's up, how'd you get on?
It's a draw.
Can you help me save for my next holiday?
Oh, how about you set up a savings pot in the Monzo app called Barbados, baby?
Thanks for listening, Monzo.
We're all ears.
We can go now.
Rude. You make Monzo Monzo.
Okay, so as you probably were aware there from the note at the bottom, there are affiliate links in the description. Sometimes I like to just check the affiliate links still work. So this is the one for Monzo. And as you can see here, they say that if you sign up for Monzo and make your first card payment in the next 30 days, when you do, you and your friend will both get a mystery reward of 10, 20 or £50. So not too shabby. There's another affiliate link in the description for Smarty Mobile. That's the company that I use for my mobile phone. And as you can see again, if you join, you and your friend can also get up to £40 each in PayPal rewards or gifts, or gift cards to spend with Amazon, John Lewis and Partners or Uber. So that's the affiliate links. Now, as promised, the notifications. So only 2 since our last trade. Baidu surges 14% as its chip unit files for IPO. Alibaba climbs 6% amidst investor optimism surrounding Chinese stocks. So, as I say, just the 2. The previous trade was 6 days ago, and just in terms of price comparison, at that time we traded for £97.06. The market is actually just below that point currently, so there had been a little bit of a flattening out over the past, let me see, that was 27th of October there, right through, so over the past, 3 months roughly, we've seen a bit of a flattening out of the market, 2 months anyway. So regular watchers will know that, regular viewers will know that each week I buy £120 of theoretical stock. Theoretical because this is the practice platform on Trading 212. So although I do use the platform for my own investment, I keep that private, and I prefer to use this as the best way to, I suppose, test the method. So the prices that you see are correct. The only thing that I can see so far that is different is dividends. You don't receive dividends in the practice section of the app. But anyway, each week, as I say, I put £120 into the market. This week that's going to buy roughly 1.2 shares. Let's review the order, and as you can see, this is a market buy. I'm trading when the market is open. I think that's probably the truest way to do it. So we were able to buy 1.23 shares at 96.97. I maybe should have explained the stock that I always buy is the Vanguard S&P 500 exchange traded fund. Quite simply because that is probably one of the best performing exchange traded funds when you examine them over decades. There are something like 3,000 companies in the S&P 500, but we're just trading the creme de la creme, the top 500. And as other people have pointed out in the past, the S&P 500 index is a self-cleansing index. So basically what that means is if there are stocks in the market which perform better than those that are currently in the index, they will actually replace some of the ones that are in the index that are not performing just as well, and that ensures that you continue to have a basket of companies that are performing really well, and providing typically the best growth, at least in terms of reliability. So now that we've completed our investment, let's have a quick look again at the stats, if you like. So the portfolio now has just over 31,000 in it. The return on investment is just below 32%, and that's sitting at 7,500. So again, this is after 3 years and 40 weeks. We've not even been doing this for 4 years, and we've already got 7,500 of a return on our investment. And the average purchase price now sitting at 73.49. It'll be interesting to look back on this in a few years' time, whenever the market is sitting at £1.20 or that kind of level. Sorry, £120 rather than 120. It'll be interesting to look back and just see where the average purchase price is at that time. Already we have a significant gap between the current market value and the average purchase price, and provided the market does its usual thing, that is set to continue. And it will be interesting to see if we ever arrive at a point where the lower green line actually is no longer on screen. I think it's entirely possible. In terms of whether it's entirely likely or not, remains to be seen, I think. But I would presume that the longer you run the experiment, the wider that gap should get. And yeah, it's a thing to behold, especially whenever you started with the two lines at the same point. But anyway, there we are. I think that is pretty much everything that I have for us today. Sorry, I've just discovered something. I just need to fix this. Okay, hopefully that's it sorted now. Right, yes, so as I say, that's everything for today. I will be back again at some point next week with more. If you're interested in following the journey, why not subscribe to the channel? And if you particularly enjoyed this episode, I'm not sure why you would have, but if you did, why not give it a thumbs up? And in the meantime, thanks for watching. Have a great week, and hope to see you next week.
Woke up one morning, saw the world in a new light. No more 9 to 5, I'm living my own fight. I got a plan that's simple, a number game to play. It's the freedom that I'm chasing, I'm walking away. They said it's impossible, just a dream so far, but I've learned to count the cost. Now I'm driving my own car. I don't need a mansion, don't need a fancy name. I've got peace of mind and I'm free from the daily grind shame. It's not magic. I got my spending in check, investing in my future, no time for regret. The years go by faster, my money's working too. I got a plan that's steady and it's seeing me through. They said I couldn't do it, said it wouldn't last, but I'm retiring early, leaving all that stress in the past. I'm building my empire, brick by brick. The math's all adding up, and it's working real quick. It's not magic, it's math, it's a clear-cut path. Building wealth day by day, it's all about the craft. I've got my numbers straight, my future's looking bright. No more working for a paycheck, I'm free to take flight. It's not magic, it's math, it's the way I live. Financial freedom's waiting with all that I can give. It's the power of the numbers, that's where I stand. I'm taking control and I got the upper hand. No more chasing time, no more chasing fear. With the maths in my favor, my dream is crystal clear. It's not magic, it's math, it's a clear-cut path. Building wealth day by day, it's all about the craft. I've got my numbers straight, my future's looking bright. No more working for a paycheck, I'm free to take flight. It's not magic, it's math, it's the way I live. Financial freedom's waiting with all that I can give. So head to the future, here's to the plan. Financial freedom, it's all in my head. It's not magic, it's maths, and it's mine to take. A life of freedom, no more decisions to make.